kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Can't twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire.
Good morning and happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to episode 65 of Two Peas in the podcast. And thank you for having the audacity, which is going to be the word of today, for joining again this morning, Monday morning. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for sending out your get well wishes. Although I never felt sick, I just felt like something was not right, but I didn't have a voice or anything. So my husband put that check on me on Saturday. He was like, I don't think you're doing the podcast today. But I feel a lot better today. So thank you guys for understanding and let me get the rest. And we will return to Reptiles and Cocktails this Saturday. And we'll be actually in South Africa. So if you guys remember, well, not in South Africa, we'll be, virtually going to South Africa. Y'all know how we do. So I just woke up 15 minutes ago. I'm not too late. I hear you, Don D. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Good morning, Rock. I saw you here. You were early. Rock was up early. Joey D, good morning. Rock, you funny. Don D, thank you. KT on time. Good morning, KT. So I have quite a few things to cover today. One of the things I'm going to get into is an email that I got from my personal accountant, my business accountant, on November 16th that I'll share with you guys, because anybody who shares a chat with me, I always talked about how a lot of us have these business names, right? But you're not truly a business if you're not in accordance with the guidelines of the laws of owning a business. So what the great old government has done is figure out a way to make sure you are in line. So I want to talk about some of them things. Like one of the things that people don't know, you are required by law, once you just establish yourself a EIN with the or a tax ID with the federal government, to keep a business portfolio, which means at any given time, if the IRS was to want to audit your books, you should have, whether you're doing it yourself, some bookkeeping, a portfolio, which actually has all your bank transactions already coded and assigned a general ledger, all of your income from that business documented, and any other liabilities or debts that you've paid. So pretty much you are supposed to be able to hand over to them your actual cash flow, your actual general ledgers, your journals, whatever you're using to record. For me, it's the profit and loss statement that kind of is generated from all of those different forms. So as I used my resources with, I actually use QuickBooks. Because I did finance management for years, I don't need an accountant to do my books. What I do need is my accountant to make sure that I'm in accordance with all the laws and all of my legal matters are taken care of. So the way I use QuickBooks is that I control my accounting, and then my accountant oversees it as well. If he have any questions, he'll email me, he'll call me. If something doesn't seem like it's booked to the correct GL code, which I don't normally mess that up because QuickBooks is so good to help you with that accounting. Whatever questions, we figure it out so that there's no issues with the IRS down the line. But I want to actually, I think I couldn't bring up the entire email, but I'll bring this up now. And I'll read you the entire email. So this is the email that I got from my accountant on November 16, 2023. The good thing when I saw this email for a person like myself and for how I try to encourage people to be, I have no issues because I always follow the business code. So I have a LLC that is registered to the United States government, the federal government, the IRS. I have my work number or my license number for the state of Maryland, which is required. I can tell you in most states, I don't know a state that don't require you to have your business registered with them as well, which a lot of people think that you can just have one and not the other. You're supposed to have both. And the IRS communicates to the state, just the FYI. So you're supposed to have both. If you are collecting any business income, if you are selling and or trading for finances, any of your animals, t-shirts, stickers, any of that, that is technically supposed to be filed as a business trade. And you're supposed to have that documented accordingly. So this new step, in addition to, I'm going to read it out to you guys because that is very important. And shout out to Sincere, who reminded me of this last night when I saw your post, because I thought I shared this. I knew I shared the good tax changes with you guys on IG. One of the things I love about Dion, who is my personal accountant, is that Dion don't mind me sharing any of the information that he shares with me. Or any of his other clients. He's really, really good with wanting to make sure that people are aware, which makes his job easier, right? So I want to read this out real fast before we move forward to anything else. Welcome anybody else who has come in the chat. If you're listening, please say hi in the chat so we know that you're here. Make sure that you hit that like, subscribe, and share. Especially because this is important information for some of your reptile friends too, because I know a lot of y'all don't operate legitimately. I will say this: if you have an account on Wolf Market, you're supposed to be properly registered, right? So what this is going to do, this new system is a check and balances to see if you're doing business anywhere, to make sure that you are filing those business taxes and those required documents as a business. So it says, hi, Nicole, hope all is well with you. I'm reaching out today to share some information about a new reporting requirement known as beneficial ownership information, set to come into effect in 2024. Hey, Candy. Hey, sis. Okay, be safe. What you'll need to provide for this filing, you'll need to provide details for each beneficial owner, including their legal name, birth date, home address, identifying numbers from licenses, which means your state IDs, passports, and an image of associated documents. As a reminder, a beneficial owner is any individual that directly or indirectly exercises control over the reporting company, or directly or indirectly owns, controls 25% ownership interest of the reporting company, which if you have a LLC, if you report as an LLC, this is you, period. Like LLC, that's one of us being a limited liability corporations and having less than 20 employees. It is definitely a benefit, but this definitely applies to you if you are an LLC. When you will need to file this report. So filing is to be completed between January 2024 and January 2025, and it is mandatory for most corporations, S Corp or C Corp, and limited liability companies, which are LLCs, unless your business qualifies for any exemptions. You can find the list of exemptions at this link. So in this email, if anyone wants the email and you want to send me an email address, I can forward this to you directly. But you can also go on the IRS website and pull up the business owner information, or the BOI report. And that is going to also give you the information that you need and the steps to go through. The BOI reports is separate from your annual tax or accounting services. So if you are a business, if you're operating, you're selling, you're trading or anything, there's 3 reports. So for me, example, I file my business taxes every year, but I also have to renew my state business license. So that's $300 every year that must be paid to renew that state business license. And then now you're going to have this BOI. So it's 3 reports now. So I know for me, when I first got into business, the annual tax filing report for the state of Maryland, I would not even known about it if it wasn't for me having an accountant. So this is one of the advantages of having an accountant. It is really, really advantageous because that accountant provides all the information you need to know to make sure that you're staying in compliance, because the IRS apparently ain't playing no more. This is how they're going to find you people who are not legit. Okay. It is required of everyone. So if you're out here and you got a logo or whatever, and you're saying I'm a company and I'm this, that, LLC, and this, it's time for it to be legit. When you file, you need to file this report between January and January 25th. The business owner report is separate from your annual tax or accounting services, but we are certainly happy to assist you in filing this report. So this is my accountant. I've looked at the report. It's simple, y'all. You can file it yourself. This is not something that I would have to pay my accountant to do. You keep in mind that we will be unavailable to assist with BOI reporting during tax season, February through April. I encourage you to learn about BOI reporting using this link, which I have already done that. Now I tell y'all, if you're legit, you're simple. If you're not legit, let me tell you what you need to do now. You need to make sure that you are in compliance with the federal government by having a tax ID number for your LLC, and that you also have a work number, a beneficiary report number with your state that says that you are an established business in the state in which you are operating. This again goes for anyone who is an LLC or are actually making sales or trading for dollars, however you want to call it, in the United States of America. Then it says, we are always here to assist you in navigating accounting industry changes that impact your business. Thank you for working with us this year, blah, 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 blah. Then it has the link. So pretty much that's what you need to know. So if you're not legit, get legit real fast, because they're going to know that you're not legit. And if you guys haven't noticed, is that it used to be a time that the IRS only audited the rich. Because I think this company is in such a this country is in such a shambles that they're now auditing the poor, or they not so rich, right? Make sure that you have the ducks in order so you're not paying extreme penalties to the government and or extreme taxes for you not being in compliance. And again, you can be taxed. You can be filed and taxed and fined criminally if you do not have your businesses and your portfolios that you're required to have, such as your profit loss statements at all times on deck for the IRS. Good morning, Dre. Hey, Danny. Good morning, Danny. It's the day after football, Danny. That's how he do me. We're going to have to wake him up.
I didn't even watch no football last night. I was tired.
So I wanted to get that out the way. So I hope if you have any questions, like I said, I can share the email to you directly. I'm not putting it all on here, but I can send it to you directly and just send me your email and I'll email it to you. I can forward you the email from him. Somebody get Drizzy some coffee. Yes. His hair done though. His hair did. His hair laid in the shade, KT. He was up all night getting his hair done, KT.
I got my hair done last Thursday. I had some events to attend this weekend.
Okay, excuse me. We gonna mind our business, KT. All right. So first of all, shout out to Dre and Chris for holding down. That was my best TikTok live ever. Last week. It was actually a little overwhelming if I had to do the comments. So I appreciate y'all, appreciate y'all, appreciate y'all, appreciate.
I was like, that's what's up.
Yeah, that one was lit, Dre. Like even I wasn't paying attention. It was like we went from like 100 and some people to 400 with a blink of an eye. And I apologize to y'all. My phone died when we got to the other room. So I will be going live. Hopefully, if my voice hanging in here after this. What? Go ahead.
How you a content creator and you let your phone die in the middle of you doing the thing?
Because did you see what I was doing by myself? Did you see I was handling these big snakes by myself? See, listen. I don't have a backup phone. I'm not rich like you over there, or whatever it is that you, whatever backup system you have, or whatever backup system you have. Don't be coming for me.
I have a phone charger.
Live. I didn't realize. And the funniest thing is, I actually had the long phone cord down here, but I think what it was is that I was using the damn mic that you told me I needed to order. And when the mic is in the phone is no longer charging. Is there an option for that? No. So until you figure out an option for that, don't come for me. The earpiece. What about
AirPods? I don't use my mic for lives.
See, I don't like stuff in my ears. I don't like my earpods. Yeah. What's up? No, the little fuzzy thing. Isn't that a mic? Well, you just be holding that to irritate me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to the videos this week too, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do just this too.
No, Ray got this damn mic and it got this little furry head or whatever it's on it.
Oh, it's not new. It's just new to you. I've had this mic for 3 years.
All right. Well, why he gotta hold it like this? Like he be holding it like I can't even do it like this. Instead of holding it like this.
Listen. Okay.
Oh shit.
When you've been. Never mind. I ain't gonna go there on a Monday. Point is, it don't matter. You either like the content or you don't. So you can get up out my business.
Oh no, he didn't. No,
you can get up out my business.
I be wanting to just shoot arrows at that day. Okay. You're cracking me up with that one.
You just congratulate.
All right. So next on the agenda, before we get into our topic, we know we had to do our acknowledgement for Brian Barchak. And okay. So today, as I watched this last recent videos, I thought more about Lori. I mean, not that I'm not thinking about Brian, but I really wanted to think about Lori and how he repeats that this is her favorite time of the year. And I'm sure it's, most difficult this time. So I wanted to read to you guys. Actually, I have it here, but I think it's going to move too fast for me to read it here. But I wanted to acknowledge the poem. Well, not a poem. It's a scripture on a virtuous wife. And it reads, who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. The heart of her husband safely trusts her, so he will have no lack of gain. She does him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeks wool and flax and willingly works with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She brings her food from afar. She also rises while it is yet night and provides food for her household and a portion for her maid servants. Oops. Then I got to get to the bottom of this.
She got it on Super Scroll?
Huh?
She got it on Super Scroll?
Yeah. She considers the field and buys it from her profits. She plans the vineyard. She girds herself with strength and strengthens her arm. She perceives that her merchandise is good and her lamp. Sorry, y'all. I didn't realize it was going to go this fast on my phone. I knew it was going to go fast on the screen, but not on my phone. It's actually going slow. And then it said, shoot. She extends her hand to the poor. Yes, she reaches our hands to the needy. She is not afraid of snow for her household, for all her household is clothed with scarlet. She makes tapestry for herself. And I'm going to cut it there because it's too hard to try to read the whole. But if y'all read the whole thing, that is exactly what I think of when I think of Mrs. Barcheck at this time. So shout out to the Barcheck family. Shout out to Brian. Keep pushing through. You got this. I know that one of the biggest things about faith is that if you ever want to build a relationship with God that is outstanding, it's easy to praise him when we're in our best health, because that's the one thing that we have no control over, right? We have control over our finances. We have control over where we live. We have control over what we do. We have no control over our health whatsoever. So this is one of the most trying times that a human being can have, when you only can rely on your faith and your belief of God. So shout out to y'all. Now to the topic, and why did I choose? So the word audacity, it's funny that Dre, this was your kind of your topic. I just used the word audacity because when this situation came up for me last week, first of all, I think Dre, you could not have been there because you would have died laughing, because I swear I had made the comment that she got Dre, not sprayed. Someone was like, "Oh, you definitely did a drive-by." I said, "Yeah, she got Dre, not sprayed." But it was the first time for me on a live that someone like went out their way to post a paragraph to attack the live. And it was in the middle of us having a really good high. So it started off with me gently addressing the person, and then not so gentle, but it actually was warranted. And I think maybe the person learned the lesson that day. But I said, the word that I used was the audacity. So when you're on TikTok, right now, it's different if you're on the live side and you're scrolling. You can end up in lives that you don't want to be in, and you might have to scroll back out. But if that situation occurs, most people scrolls back out. They don't leave a comment about how much they didn't want to see it or whatever the case may be. You know, it's easier to just say, "Oh shit, what is this?" and move out. I'm gonna tell you what's one for me. I don't know if y'all ever watch TikTok late at night, and it's this one where there's somewhere in Korea somewhere, and a lady be doing pedicures and she be digging way down into the people's cuticles. I can't watch that shit to save my soul. So when that scrolls, it's just exit stage left. I'm not gonna go in there and talking about this can't be healthy or whatever the case may be, whatever my thoughts are. That's not my position. My position is a scroller is to keep moving my ass on. Now, if it's somebody that I know or something like that, you know, that's different. I'm stopping there because I support that person. But if you don't know this person, it's no need to stop and make a comment at all. So my first thing was audacity. So Dre's topic was how to avoid going negative with those type of people, right? I normally do pretty well at this, to be totally honest. I normally don't see comments that often, but like again, when I do, and that one that I do see, especially on a day, y'all, it was 400 people in that live having a great time, having very intelligent questions. It's probably one of the most Q&As that I liked more than anything, and it focused a lot on the bigger world. But you know, people wanted to see babies versus adults and all that kind of stuff, like the fun stuff that I like to do. Handling techniques to show that even though each one of them have a different personality, that I can handle them the same. It's just with a different approach. I thought that was very helpful to a lot of people. And it is always, it actually drives new customers, whether they're current customers or future customers for me as well. And typically customers who are now better educated than they were before they were going to get a steak, and a customer who realized that you're purchasing for somebody who's not going to just leave you in a wind. The same person you're going to meet on that TikTok live is the same person who's going to handhold you through any process that you have with that animal. And I pride myself in it as your breeder. Like, if you have a question about your specific animal, who's better than to answer that than me? Because typically if you're having an issue, I would have seen it at some point before. If it's, something that's hereditary or something that is normal behavior with one of the animals I already have, and I can walk you through that, or I've seen it in my own discovery before, and I can help you with it. I take pride in that. I think as a breeder, you should want to. You should want to hold hands with the animals that you sell. When I get text messages or pictures of your animals just hanging on a fence or anything, or like in Dre's case, Dre is nobody special. I mean, you know what I mean? He's not a random person. I ain't gonna say nobody special, but he's not a random buyer. Dre is a customer, but he's a friend first. But it's the same thing. When I see Dre's animal, my reaction is the same, especially the fact that his fucking animal get prettier and prettier than the animal I sold him. It's quite cool to see how these animals turn out. And it also teaches me as a breeder. I'll give you an example. If I produce Dre's snake again, I will hold that snake back because I know what the potential of that snake. And I've seen, don't get me wrong, I've seen golden child sunfires before. I've never seen one develop like his. And so it's really, really pretty. So it would tell me if I bred that same parent again, Nicole, you might want to hold this one back and see how it turns out, because Dre's animal is just phenomenal. And that's in light, in the dark. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying it because it's my animal. I'm telling you, that's the beautiful animal. And I watch other people comments. Like when you post your animal or other people post my animals, I don't always jump in it and say I produced it. In fact, I never say that. Y'all might say it. I never say it. I kind of like want to be in the comments and just seeing what people think of that animal. You know what I mean?
She definitely got her a fan club for sure.
I mean, yeah, like it's definitely I'll respond when y'all shout me out or something like that, but I don't jump on it. Yeah, that's the snake I produce. I'll even say things like to encourage people to comment on it. I'll be like, oh my God, that thing is beautiful, without saying, who produced it. Because I like when people say, well, where did you get it from? And then the person is already in the comments and y'all tag me. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. But
Like
with that being said, Dre, you want to start the topic from your perspective? Or you still at football, or you still drinking and doing whatever you had to do this weekend? Because Chris.
I might just tell you, I went on a date this weekend. If you
Oh,
don't know.
good. Sorry. I'll take that back. I'll take that back.
Anyways,
She must have been special too, Chris, because he got his hair done for the date. But go ahead.
So pick this topic because majority of us can relate to it, whether even if you don't consider yourself a content creator or whatever. 9 times out of 10, we've all posted a picture or some type of content and gotten some type of negative feedback from it, whether it was valid, good point, whatever. We've all gotten it, and y'all hear all the time. I usually get with people because I hate when people speak out of turn, or I hate when people speak on things that they don't know about, or people try to argue with me about an animal that I'm dealing with daily versus an animal that they get to see maybe once a month. So I had to learn how to just kind of pull it back a little bit, because I do understand if I want to progress in this field, I have to learn how to just ignore certain things. And you don't always have to respond to it, because a lot of the times now, a lot of people are just looking for clout. They're looking for that attention because they think they're looking at you like, they have what I want, so therefore they're gonna attack you. And this just happened to me recently with my emerald tree boa. And when you look at where it comes from, these are kids. These are little ass kids who have nothing to do. They did all their homework, and mommy and daddy told them it's okay for them to get on the internet and just go fucking bug people. You gotta learn how to ignore them, because once you open that door and give them that feedback that they're looking for, they're not gonna stop. And then they'll bring all of their friends over. You gotta get to a point where you just don't care. Me personally, I just don't care. You can say what you want, you can do what you want. Unless you're gonna come here and take all my animals, I don't care. And it's usually always somebody who doesn't keep the same animals as you. It's always somebody that got like a ball python and 2 leopard geckos and like a 10-gallon tank, and they have access to Google, and they think that makes them an expert. So
Or
yeah, go ahead.
it's the person who don't have like, so I get, I'm not saying that I understand that the person who keeps an animal who thinks they know. I think where my tolerance come from is the people who hates them or don't like them or whatever, and you stop and comment on a paragraph. Like you can say, I have no problem. Like sometimes people will say things like, oh my God, I don't know how I ended up here, but this is intriguing. Oh my God, I don't know how I ended up here, but I can't stop watching. That's different. Oh, I'm scared of shit. And I get that. I get all of that. What I don't get is the people who want to leave a paragraph about something that you don't like based on your own fears. Or the whole biblical thing, because I had to break it down. I had to start speaking Arabic on one of them because people don't realize I study both Islam and Christianity. In Islam, I had to learn the Quran in Arabic. Okay, I have to translate it in Arabic, so I had to literally break it down to somebody that in both books, the snake, the serpent, first of all, the snake and not the serpent is reverent. And so on that same TikTok live, one person who questioned that and said it wasn't in the Bible, I told him I suggest that you go read it now. Just Google the snake in the Bible. And that person came back.
Perfect response.
And said, oh my God, it is in the Bible. So I can deal with that. That person went to do the research at the moment and came back and was like, oh my gosh, this lady right. Like, we had this all wrong. We were stuck in Genesis.
I wish I could have got that response because I know we talking about avoiding it, but I'd have got ignorant and malignant. I ain't gonna lie about it.
But see, that one didn't bother me because that one was like, it wasn't like, oh my God, you going to hell type of. It wasn't that. It was just what they really thought and what they believed, right?
I had those too.
Yeah, I don't mind those people. Mine
people I've been to hell with already.
Yeah, mine's come with the people who like, oh my God, why is this on TikTok, or why do I have to see this? You didn't.
My favorite one,
bitch, and you had to see it.
My favorite one is, you need to let that go back in the wild. Well, it's captive. Why don't you let your fat ass dog go back in the wild? You're overfeeding it and shit, looking just like you. Mind your business. If you don't like it, then don't like it. I just don't like when people come to a place where they don't want to be just to leave a comment, and then they hang around for a reaction. And that's when I had to learn, like, that's all these people looking for. This person ain't got no life. They probably ain't got no family. They're just looking for some interaction somewhere, whether it be positive or negative. Every now and then you catch me on the right day, I'm gonna give you what you want, though. I ain't gonna lie.
So, and that's the thing for me, like I always ignore it, but I think it was the paragraph and I had to read it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to read it. Okay, since I have to read, I'm gonna respond to each sentence accordingly. Now I would say in the case of that person, they ain't say another word because by the time I got done, and y'all for real, if you pissed me off, first of all, I can back up every word. I ain't a punk. And like I said to that person, you clearly didn't check my resume, Google me, or any of that. Because somewhere you would have learned that I'm a Gemini and I can go from 0 to 100 real fast. And when I died laughing, because when I said I was a Gemini,
I ain't never at 0. Don't lie.
I am. Anywho, it was the Geminis in that chat. It had to be over 100 Geminis who understood exactly what just happened. One guy said, Lord Jesus, she just went from the sweetest lady to the most wretched ass. I said, absolutely, that fast. And a couple of my friends who I grew up with from Cherry Hill was in there, so they already know I can go 0 from 100 to 100 real fast. It was hysterical. So it ended up being like a big funny moment at the end. But what I wanted to say is that what pissed me off so much is that at the time I was holding the Golden Child cow, and we was talking about the Golden Child cow. And y'all know I'm already emotional about my baby because my baby has been going through treatments and stuff like that. Although y'all saw yesterday, she looks a lot better. I'm just not 100% sure that it's all, all cured. And so I'm still like a little, she picked me holding the wrong animal at the wrong time. And I think it was more of going from explaining to one female who was asking why I was having to give her medicine to another person with this ignorant comment. And I just went in. I drayed them. I did.
It only pisses me off, though, because while I do understand that most people only understand from their own understanding, their own perception, doesn't make it okay for you to leave ignorant comments just because you feel like that. Just because you feel like this snake's life isn't worthy, doesn't mean I feel that way. I'm passionate about my animals. These are not, just random animals. These are things that we put a lot of time, effort, and money into, and we make sure that we're taking care of them properly. So for you to again sit there and your dog is 15 with diabetes and you feed him snacks and shit that he shouldn't be getting, you want to down talk somebody just because you're terrified, all because the Bible told you that snakes are bad. Well, personally, I prefer Harry Potter books over the Bible. It's all nonfiction to me. It's all fiction to me. By the end of the day, keep your opinions to yourself. If you don't like it, keep it moving.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And I think too, I think even in that I don't mind people, like I said, asking questions. I don't mind it at all. I don't mind people wanting to, chat about certain topics, going even in detail. Like if you want to challenge me, just do it the correct way. And like I said, like that one particular man, he literally went and looked up what I told him to look up, and he came right back into the entire chat, was like, this lady was right. Like I never even, I was stuck in Genesis where the devil was a snake.
Delivery is everything.
Yep. Nicole, a Roman noodle. Okay. Yeah. So see, Elias, one of the things I do enjoy about this new journey is I don't eat out at all, pretty much. Like I just make everything. Because I think too, one of the things is where you improve your microbiome, things that you could eat before no longer processes the same, and it can make you really, really ill. We were laughing with my congestion. Slim said he thinks I'm had to start eating edibles because he thinks my body is rejecting the mucus from smoking. So I literally had to stop until I can get edibles, because I think he's right. Because I don't feel sick at all. And then when I lost my voice, I still didn't feel sick. To lose your voice, you have to have a sore throat or something, you think, right? I felt fine. I just couldn't hear myself.
Felt fine.
That was good. And look, and let me tell you, y'all, torture for me is not being able to talk. Like some people don't need to. Like my husband is good. He ain't got to say a word to nobody in the whole day. Me, even if I'm talking to myself, I need to talk. Like I need to be able to hear my voice.
You gonna hear me out in the mirror. You gonna hear me talk to her 6 other personalities.
It was driving me crazy, and it was so bad. Like I haven't had laryngitis as a child, where you literally and nothing comes out, and then like not being able to call for Michael, because I called for Michael from my bedroom, y'all, about 3 times a day. I couldn't even call Michael, and then at one point he came to I got something was wrong with his phone charger, so I can't call him on the phone because his phone is not charged. And then when it started ringing, it's ringing in my room. I'm like, why? Can't even call him. So yeah, that to not be able to scream Michael's name was like torture. I know Michael was somewhere like, but it was torture not to be able to call Michael.
Love that for him.
Shut up. I'm sure he was like, yeah. But the cool thing about him being a good sonny is he did come in a couple of times that day and say, "Ma, you all right? You all right?" Because he really thought I was sick. I sounded sick, but I didn't feel sick at all. I don't know what that was about, but I'm glad to have my voice back. And I'm still nursing it. I'm nursing it. Like if you see, even I did, I know Elias might follow the vegan channel. On my vegan channel, I did a video where I show how I made my peppered portobello mushrooms. And in that video, when you play that video back, you can hear how bad my voice sound, even though I thought it was not that bad. And that was before I lost it completely. So yeah. So another thing I wanted just to share about or X-ray more, not share. So one of the things I noticed, and you can help me understand the process. So this past TikTok live, in another one that you pretty much kind of let it then, where you had everybody like doing the peppers and all that kind of stuff. I should be setting those goals every single time. I mean, I have my regular like goals, but okay.
Yeah.
Because that
So
seems like it brings more traffic.
it
to
does.
the
Just don't be picking no gifts that's like 300
All
coins
right.
like you did that live. And you like, come on, y'all, I need 200 of these. Like, you ain't getting 200 of those, baby girl. You ain't getting 200
I
of
didn't
those.
know. And now the
So
funny thing is, Ray, when I go in there and look and see like the prices on some of those, I be dying laughing because I never even realized it. I thought they were all the same.
so I
They say,
usually
"Oh,
just
go
do
ahead,
like,
I said, you actually did one of them and then message me like, calm your ass down. You know how much these things are?
yeah, I could spend it. And then I saw how many you wanted, and I was like, this girl's trying to bankrupt me. So I usually only do gifts that's like
What
one
you made me on
one
say?
coin up to 10 coins at most. But it's good engagement. I'll set a live goal. I don't really tell people to give me. The only thing I ask for is likes and shares because it's free. But I set a live goal I like to have my screen just kind of filled. So I'll have my live goal, my subscription goal. And I mean that's pretty much it. I don't really care like that. That's why I don't do a lot of battles.
Did they change something with subscription? Because I had subscription, I don't have it now. Is it something I need to do?
Probably need to update it. I just redid mine.
Okay.
Yeah, probably just need to update it.
I was like, I had subscription, and now it's not there. Elias was subscribed, for example. So I have to go back and do that. So what else? What else you got? What's been going on with the animals? And because I guess since you've been on a date all week.
All weekend? I was on a date.
I thought you said all week. I thought you said all week. I see that's why I wasn't me. I thought she really said. I was like, oh, he must really like her. So you had a date for the weekend. So what's going on with the animals? Did you buy anything new, or you got anything that's in hiding?
Everybody's doing good, just growing.
I noticed that on Monday the 11th. I said y'all noticed that. So yeah, Elias, he said he didn't have time for football this weekend.
I didn't say I had time. I said I was too tired. I got my daughter too. She's
hung over from his
Nicole over here making up stuff. That ain't Nicole talking. That's Nikki. Her other personality.
Yo, I had my first.
Congrats.
See, who was the parent? Everybody was watching yesterday. You know, when it's raining like that, this is a good time to pay your animals. Although the ball pythons are very restrictively paired. I have to decide which retics I'm going to breed next year. I think I want to go with the Motley Tiger to the Tiger Pie to create some hets. But I'm not sure yet. So good for you, Don D.
Yeah.
Dre, what's going on in your world? Any updates in life?
Not really. I'm just trying to get through the holidays.
Oh yeah,
the holidays here. Stressful.
Speaking of, on Monday.
Next Monday?
This upcoming Monday. No, is it this
today?
No. I think I'm wrong. Hold on. What's the day? The day is the 11th, right, Dre?
Yeah.
So our next show is Christmas Day. Well, the show that I'm thinking about. So it will be Christmas Day. So on 2 P's in the podcast, Christmas Day, I am going to be giving a giveaway of one of the blackheads, Ivory Pastels, one of the males, and one reticulated python. And the way that is going to work, I haven't decided which three I'm gonna put which three I want to choose from. It's most likely going to be it's definitely not going to be a Motley Golden Child Sunfire, I can tell you that. It's most likely going to be a super albino Motley or a Motley Golden Child. albino Motley Golden Child. So it's going to be one of the two. It's going to be either the albino Motley Golden Child or it's going to be a super Motley. What?
I already got our topic.
For what?
Monday, the Christmas party.
Oh, next Monday. No, so next Monday is not. So it's not this Monday. Or let's do it this Monday. Let's do it next Monday. So I'll do the giveaway next Monday.
It's very relevant to holidays. So.
All right, so let's do the giveaway. Yep, Eli, someone said blackhead. So we'll do the giveaway Monday. So I'll announce which retic is going to be in a giveaway. And now the guidelines for the reticulated python is going to be totally different from the ball python. Okay, anybody can enter the ball python. Reticulated python, you're going to have to be someone that I know who really wants this animal and who is prepared to keep this animal. Just don't even enter that particular. I'll see how we'll do it, that particular raffle drawing if you're not interested. But so yeah, so the only thing you'll be responsible for is paying the shipping. What Chris done did now, Chris said got myself a platinum Motley Golden Child Sunfire Tiger auntie. Who did you get it from?
I told Chris to chill out and leave some snakes out here for the rest of us. This collecting snakes like Thanos collecting Infinity Stones.
See, I'm not a big fan. Platinum is not one of my favorite genes, believe it or not. It has to be in a very specific combo. I think that you mess up the Motley Golden Child Sunfire when you put in different genes. I don't think you could have enough blackhead. I don't. That's why if nothing else over the next years, you're going to see almost every parent I have has either blackhead or leopard in the combo somewhere. So I totally agree. I love blackhead. And I love, like in this last clutch that I produced, how we got the blackhead ivory pastels and we got the blackhead yellow belly or asphalts. They are beautiful. It's Tussie and Nakia's 7-month feed day. It is. It is. Like she's 3
years old already. I'm sorry, Nakia.
It is, and you know it's so funny. As they approach almost the beginning of the year to see, like when we talk about retic sizes. So mind you, all these retics are on the same schedule. I got some that you would not even think were in the same clutch because they just growing so much faster and bigger than the other ones, but they're on the same feeding regimen. It's crazy to me, but it's a testament to say you never know what you're going to get in an animal until the animal starts to eat and grow when it comes to them. But yeah, so we'll do it next Monday, Dre. That's what we'll do. We'll do the giveaway. So it's going to be one male blackhead ivory pastel and one reticulated python. Most likely it's going to be I just cannot put a Motley Golden Child Sunfire in a raffle. I just can't. Just can't. I really shouldn't be doing a albino super Motley, but because I produce so many of them, the only one that I have left that's not a holdback, I'll go ahead and put that one in because I already got one of those to hold back. So I'll definitely put that one. That's a prize for somebody. Whoever wins that, shout out. You know, you'll get a $1,100, $1,200 market value animal today, right now, for free. And its potential, if the market ever curves, it's more value than that. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, so that's all I have today. Dre, you got anything else that you want to add? I'm gonna need you to perk it up. You used to have like Monday energy. Now it's like this. I told y'all. What I tell y'all? Football season, you be dragging. I told y'all.
Bro, it's cold here.
So it snowed last night. I'm still on fire.
You're a Gemini. I was born in hell, so
you know what? He say born in hell.
Man.
I ain't gonna. Wow.
Oh.
But we rolled up.
You going live today?
We rolled up.
You going live today?
I am. As long as my voice hold up, I'm gonna go sometime this afternoon. What you think? What time? I think I probably go like 1.
Yeah, I'm going live around 1:30.
Well, no, I'm not going right at the same time you going. I'll go later.
Right. We could go
But
live
that way, it gives
together.
me more time to make sure my voice hold up. Huh?
Drink some tea.
I have drank tea. That's why I sound better. I drank. Okay, I got some ginger and turmeric tea. I had some black tea with
and what?
orange lemons.
Ginger and what?
And turmeric.
That word is turmeric.
It's turmeric.
Oh, it's Baltimore.
Okay. It's turmeric.
Somebody
Did you know what I was talking about? Yes, you did.
Somebody's in the comments, your last live was like, yeah, you definitely from Baltimore.
Wait a minute, what happened?
Somebody was in your live, the last one you did, it was like, yeah, you definitely from Baltimore.
That was after I popped off too.
CJ, she said it's turmeric. I ain't never heard that.
Turmeric. You knew what it is.
Can you say Eric?
Say what?
Can you say Eric?
Oh, you won't get me to say that. I know how I say that. So this is the funniest thing is I have 3 nephews. Pam has 3 sons: Eric, Jarek, and Derek.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
So, but the craziest thing is like how you can get, like how I can self-correct some things. I cannot self-correct those names. I like the way I like saying them: Eric, Derek, and Jared. It never comes out, although I can say Eric, it never comes out that way naturally. It's going to be Eric, Jared, Derek. Eric.
But
Damn it, it's Eric. E-R-K. That's where Earl got his name from. He added E-L, he became Earl.
But turmeric is crazy.
You know what? I'm going to look. Me and my accent gonna be over here and we're gonna be chilling, minding our business. You knew what I was
talking about. You just got a whole bunch of twang in that thing. That's all it is.
Dre, that's how I pronounce it too. Dante, come on, Dante. That's the up north. That's the up north.
I mean, that's how it's pronounced. Turmeric. That's how it's pronounced. Turmeric.
Turmeric.
You making it sound like this? Nah.
It's turmeric.
It's not. That's probably why you lost your voice now. Too much turmeric and not turmeric.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Because I might Google it. How do where's say turmeric? Because he's making me mad. Oh shit! Where's my grandchild? Siri not even activated.
She's tired of your shit.
Or I gotta get Skylar to reactivate Siri. My granddaughter talked to Siri about everything. Siri is her best friend. You be hearing her in the other room. Siri, blah, blah, blah,
Siri
blah,
will teach you how to pronounce things correctly.
I don't know. I've heard Siri say some street names, and I'm like, that is not the street name, girl. Her GPS lady. That is not the name of that street. So it is
a point there. You got a point on
that. Called Poor White. And the way that she said it be poor white. It's P-O-W-I-T-E. But she be like, take the exit to poor white. That's not what that is. It's certain words I don't be messing with Siri. I'm like, that ain't, I don't know about that. I don't know if she's teaching the right pronunciations. I don't know. I never heard it called turmeric.
I ain't ever seen it spelled like that, Eli. So I don't know what you got going on.
It's turmeric. Turmeric. I'm sorry. It's turmeric. Now, I'm not saying tomb. It's turmeric. Turmeric. Hell yeah. Damn it. See, we kicked Dre off. That's for him talking shit about me and my word pronunciations. All right, y'all. So it is Monday. I hope you all have an amazing week. I am going to definitely be going live on TikTok sometime today, but it will be after 1:30 sometime. or maybe before. Maybe I'll go earlier. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. But I hope this is your last week. Well, no, you got one. He's saying something. I'm getting this. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means 1 o'clock or if it means he's saying something. I can't hear you. Unmute again. You're muted. Unmute.
Now?
I can hear you now.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just had to look it up. It's pronounced turmeric, like I said.
How did you look it up?
That's why I had to go to a different tab. I'm looking right at it.
So it's pronounced what?
Turmeric, not turmeric.
Come on, it's all the same. You do this. Have a great week, Elias. Everybody have a great week.
Great week. Happy holidays, y'all.
Get your remainder Christmas stuff that if you got Christmas stuff to do, get it done. So you can kind of chill the last week as you prepare. And thanks. I would announce, I'll take Greg on which animals is going to be in the giveaway. I'll decide today.
Right, KT.
Or tomorrow. I'll think about it, damn it.
Probably pronounced ginger like ginger.
Stop it. I gotta go. Now I gotta put stuff up. Bye.
Spitters are for quitters.
Have a good one.